Om. Namaste. Welcome everyone today to Satsang. And of course, welcome all who are joining us via broadcasting. Wherever you are around the world, you are felt here as one Sangha. Welcome, 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 everybody. And in a sense, only because you believe in Him, because you believe in it, we keep on referring so much to the mind. In fact, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Because if the mind in your head, so you speak, existed, then the same one would exist in the same way for everybody. But what you find is like, oh, this is so terrible. Someone would just look and go, what is that about? It's rubbish. They're not bothered by that. They have their own stuff. And their own stuff, you listen to that, it goes, is that what you're worried about? There's nothing at all. You want to taste my problem. So for each person, their own problem is the most powerful thing in the world. So it is not true. It is a relationship that we have created with thought, and you believed it, and it grew into this kind of distortion. All of this is going to change. All of this is going to change. It's only a question of time. It can change from today, or next week, next month, next year, next life, I don't know. Up to you. Normally, it may take 6 years to transcend. In satsang, you may transcend that in a couple of hours because of the grace and the intensity of your own introverted attention, your listening, your openness, and with the support of grace. And this is why here it feels so contracted. All the powers come to sink. Because once you're out, you're out. This was the story of the monk I told you. It was this close to total liberation. Had to find the thing where it's weak. Had to find the one thing. They could not find it. Then they found it. Yeah. And yet I'm telling you something else, because always there's a way out. Why was it that this twig, so to speak, in the story, why was that so powerful that when it was discovered what his twig was, what was the thing that disturbed him, then he lost his way. Why? Because he was still identified with name and form. When you know your true self, when you're one with that, none of this will trouble you. There'll be no twig. There'll be no twig that is important enough to create the sense of alienation or separation. This is why I'm trying so hard to get you there, back into your place. Because until you're home, there's always a bit of room for trouble.
Because right now I am not having these symptoms.
Yes, of
this
course.
This belief that
Why?
it's coming
Why
back.
are you not having these symptoms now? Can this now continue being now for endless time? Why are you not having these symptoms now? Maybe you don't have time to listen to him. You're not standing in weakness now. You're being addressed as consciousness now, and not as person. Your so-called personal weaknesses have no bearing now, have no power here. because you're not being addressed as a person. You have risen up within yourself. So your consciousness is at a higher altitude, too much. There's a Bob Marley song, he says, it's a foolish dog that barks at a flying bird. So this barking dog of the mind, he can't touch you here because you're in the height of your being. How did you get there? Call him to come. Come, mind, come.
That doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Why? Is mind shy? Where is he? This is why I'm saying, you are the self, but something is kind of hearing this but not hearing. Hearing but not hearing. It's almost like there's just a continued, untested faith in identity for so long. And the mind doesn't have to make a big noise. You only have to keep taking 1 cent from you. He's got a direct debit to your account. You will not miss it. But now we're not talking so much about mind, but about you. Who are you see? That the mind has such access to you. Why doesn't he come and talk to me? Why you? He's not afraid of you, but he's a bit afraid of me. So your mind has to become afraid of you. You are the one who sees everything, even the mind. Even the mind, even its vibration, you see him. You feel him coming, just like you feel a headache is coming. And when it is fully here, you experience him. And then when he's gone, he's gone. But in every stage, you feel the headache, yet you know you're not the headache. Even in its full manifestation, you know it is not you. In the same way, you must know your mind is not you. How did you become so confused? Why? Because you want something from him. You want something from him. Because ultimately, you are that which perceives everything, including mind and its mischief making, you also perceive. You must keep looking back towards yourself. Keep looking back towards yourself. Look into yourself. Remember yourself. I am that without whom there is no mind. There's no life. I am the witness of life, and I am life. What does it mean? Are you the person? The person also is an image in your own consciousness, and it keeps changing. The person keeps changing. And something notices the change. What is it that notices the change? Is that changing? These things, this is sharpening your Dharma eye, becoming so pointed that everything becomes clear for you. You must confirm your true position. That is all. That is all. Presently, you're referring to yourself from the position of the person. Always from the person. Mind keeps saying to me that I am not ready. You who? You who? Yes, my person again. Is that all there is of you, your person? Yes. Then what sees the person? Look, look. Don't assume. Yes, it is seen. That which is seeing, is it a person? You must answer these questions. Who is molested by the mind? You see, like a reflex, something just goes, it's me. Or even you give the answer, it's my mind, but you're not really with your answer. Be with your answer. Feel if it's true. Who is molested by the mind? Go and look. Catch him, if you can. The one who is molested by the mind, can it be identified? Does it exist? Look. It is your conditioning that you call a person. The body doesn't know it's a person. It only registers what the mind is thinking, what the belief is. But it is not sentient, it doesn't determine, doesn't decide, it does not discriminate.
I know is why I came, because I felt like I have to go.
Yes.
Because there's always something that knows
Yeah.
better somehow.
There's always something that knows better.
That knows what to do somehow.
Yes.
And that was why I came up.
Yes. Yes.
Because I can stay like this.
Yeah.
And
But the thing is, the
now,
only thing in you that is being molested is the idea you have of yourself as a person. And this is a disease that is spread throughout the entire human kingdom. All believe a person, when in fact you are consciousness. What is the difference? The person can be a victim. Consciousness can never be a victim. And you feel like you're blocked at the moment, you don't know where to go. But even this sense of being blocked, it's only another sensation experienced in the consciousness that you are. If you know your consciousness, this block means nothing. But if you take yourself to be a person, you'll be waiting for this wall to come down. And if I tell you that all of these waters and all the beings drowning in it is an illusion, a cosmic dream, of what significance it is to you, you're not yet able to appreciate, to make use of that. Because your self-belief as a person is still uppermost in your mind. And yet you are not this. You are the immortal self, the everlasting being, the ever-perfect, the limitless. But to know this again is rare. Yet we are all this. That is the game of life. You can say, but why are the odds so much against us? Why out of millions, only one here and there? If this is true, your attitude should be, if there's only one in a million, that would be me. So now you do this. Throw everything away. Everything away. Just hold on for a few minutes more to me, but let everything else go to what I'm speaking. So everything, let go. It cannot be relied upon if it comes through here only. So let it go. Let also go the idea and the identity you've been holding on to. You can do it. Let it go. You don't need to know how. In some primal place in you, this question comes. Let go of all of that.
There is already nothing to let go of, actually. Okay. It was already not there.
Okay. Then what does the mind come to steal? It will be like thieves in an empty house. If you've let go and you're empty, then what does the mind come for? It's like fishing in an empty pond. What is the trouble?
It's just questions.
But they're nothing for you. Whose questions are they? It's nothing for you. You say it's been empty for a while, also empty of questions. So even if there are questions, you're still empty of questions. Why pick it up?
I don't know. Don't know.
It's like you're walking through the streets and it's everywhere now and again there's dog poo. Are you going to go and scrape up everyone? Or you just avoid it for now and just go? You're going to be married now. You're going to church in your wedding dress. Are you going to be picking up dog poo? So all these questions is just dog poo. Leave them alone. Now even your identity also is also dog poo.
But I'm attached to this form here. So if you say this, there is like, yes, but
you're attached to this form.
And the body and everything.
Let there be a face and a body. You don't have to be attached to it. The attachment to it is also dog poo. Just leave it, leave everything. Now I am serious about it. And again you say, I am attached to this I told you, don't touch him. Is it possible? Is it possible? Only for now, completely, only for now. After you go back, you can pick up all your dog poo. You can do what you want. But for now, you touch nothing at all. Once you must do it, leave everything. Don't be afraid to be stripped to complete emptiness. For once, don't hold anything. Don't even hold yourself. Totally collapse these ideas, this deck of cards you call yourself. Do it consciously. And see what is here. Because until you do, you keep thinking you need something more. You need. Always adding, never subtracting even. How long it takes? Do you have a choice? Yes. Yes. This choice is also play of consciousness. You may say, yeah, but it's not real. No, but you have to go through this step. You must use the sense of choice while there is one available for you. I tell you, drop everything, something you've never done. You keep holding your person. Maybe you drop everything else, but you're still holding your sense of you. So therefore, you see, you must be so empty of it. The currency is you.
How can I give up myself if I don't know what I am?
Yes. Do you know what you're not? I have told you already, everything you see, everything you perceive, everything you imagine, everything you remember is unreal. It will not stay with you. Even your present idea of yourself is unreal. You perceive, by all means perceive. There's no need to destroy. Only know, I am not that. I am only witnessing that. And it changes in front of your eyes. Even your moods are changing. I am not that. Your feelings are changing. I am not that. How long will it take you? I'm none of these things. I'm nothing composed of by the 5 elements. In any combination they appear. I am not that. I only witness this. Even this waking state and all that happens in the waking state is only the play and content of consciousness as the waking state. I am the witness of that state. I'm the witness of the waking state and the one I appear to be living in it. But it's not yet clear for you, I guess. I am here relatively, and I'm here absolutely. My relative form and its appearance and its activities, yes. I am not the keeper of it. Let it flow like water. Let it flow. I don't have to maintain that. I'm only the witness of this. I'm not asking you to manage anything. Simply to recognize all this, even this mood, this pain, this moment will soon be gone. This room, presently vibrating in the spirit of truth and love. A new group will soon be here. This moment will pass. What is it that will not pass? You. Yes. You want? Okay. I like this determination.
Small.
Okay. Good.
I've got some questions.
You have some questions? Okay. I'll hold the flowers. Sit down. Let's see.
Coming here has been absolute grace for me.
It will be absolutely
Grace.
grace for you, yeah.
My husband sent me here. I didn't know what it was all about. He has come here twice. So
Come closer to the mouth.
big thank you to my husband for letting me come here
Yes.
and understand it through experience rather than just words.
Yes.
He has been talking about you for last long time, but everything went over.
Yes.
When I came here, first 2 days went in and enjoying my me time.
You're enjoying your
Me time.
Your me time. Okay.
And suddenly it hit about finding who I am.
Yes.
The self-inquiry is very new to me.
Okay.
I'm privileged to be in front of all these budding Buddhas, and I feel I don't have questions like them. My questions are very basic to understand if I'm in the right mode of self-inquiry in terms of meditating or just concentrating on my breathing and looking at self for the first time. I could see a state of equilibrium, a state where there was complete peace.
Yes.
And along with that came thoughts like pendulum, oscillating, with like on a number line, where 0 was my state, and there were thoughts coming across. Then again I stopped because I don't know whether it was my perception and these questions stopped me of looking inside.
Okay.
And these are the things that I've just written down.
Okay.
I've not meditated much, I've just done it twice, to be very honest. And when I was doing it, there are some questions that have come across.
Okay, let's
They
go.
might be very silly questions.
No, I don't judge. We will see. We will see. Come.
What sort of questions should I ask? How can I have do I have to have a conversation with self when I'm inquiring? Do I just be in that state, or do I need to question? Are there any basic inquiry questions that will help or support me in finding me?
Yeah, but have you not been listening to what
Yes.
I'm saying? Yeah.
But then when I listen, everything goes in. It feels like I'm understanding. But when I
Yes.
sit down,
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's my perception, whether it's my consciousness. Like today afternoon, it was lovely. Just wanted to say, what are you taking these questions for? You are talking to the master. Ask master to see your master in yourself. What are you taking a question list for? You have master. Tell him, show me your, let me see the master in myself. Tell him to take it out. He will be able to see it. I would love to see the master in myself.
Yes. To see the master in yourself, you have to become the master in yourself. You cannot see whatever you see, as I said earlier. Even when you said before, when you close your eyes, you perceive a state of equilibrium, and there's a mark here which is the mark of 0, and the oscillations you're watching and so on, like this, you see? And you want to know if this perception is correct or not. But my question is a little different. Who are you who is watching it? Everybody knows and speaks about what they are observing. This thing happened, and then after this it dropped down and so on. But I'm not so interested in that. Because whatever that is, it's unreliable and it will change. It will change, and it has changed. You see? I'm more interested in that which is observing it. Nobody looks there. Who is observing equilibrium, oscillation, 0, saying, but 0 is my fixed point. Why the 0 there and not the 0 here? Because we are not accustomed to looking like this. No one questions the sense of subjectivity. We always are looking at objects moving, and our world is full of objective knowledge and our reports about what we see. But who is the seer of it? And what is the state of the seer? What is the content of the seer? We've been reading history books from children in school and believing these history books and the report about the history of Mesopotamia and all of these places and so on. But to know if the history is true, you have to find out if the historian is true. How accurate is his knowledge? Does he have any bias? Does he have preferences? You cannot just drink what he says, and we are all doing it. You have to have the history of the historian also. And who has time? Nobody has time. Let's go directly, you see. Who is looking at this? Something, the mind seems to struggle. It's like, no, we don't want to look backwards. I just want to keep telling you. Oscillation, I see oscillation. I see zero. I see zero. I see stability. Yeah, but you who see, don't tax this. Look. I am the 0 point. Yeah, but you who is pointing at zero is what? This is my uncomfortable question. You must catch hold of this. There has to be a reorientation of our thinking. You keep talking about your objective observations, which are not stable, they're always changing. And even if you feel convinced today, maybe tomorrow you're not convinced. So let's go to the root of the perceiving. You who are perceiving, who are you? We're just unaccustomed to this question. Something feels it doesn't want to be questioned. Listen, don't get personal. Who are you? That's a very uncomfortable thing to ask. Look, I'm showing you the facts now. Look, just pay attention to the facts. But so you who are looking at the facts, are you fiction or fact? So these things, this is my question. And maybe for a while you don't get it. You think I'm just distracting you to see something, but I'm pointing you to the most important thing. You must find out who you are. You must feel it and know it so much that there's no longer you and it. You become absorbed in your finding. You become one. And that is the healing. That is the healing. That is the healing, after which no further healing is needed.
When I look inside, sometimes it feels it's in front of me.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's inside me.
Yes.
When I look outside, it feels like things are just going in. I want to go, I don't understand whether I should go inside that tunnel.
Okay, let's start at that. You look outside, everything seems to be like it's right here, and you look inside, it feels like it's outside. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Where are you looking from? Just feel. Where are you looking from to be able to see both inside and outside? Feel. That even you say the inside is outside of me even. Because something is seen that even what is everything on this side of the eyes, everything on this side of the eyes, you can see. The 5 elements and their play and space. And everything on the inside, behind the eyes, you can also see. Even that you say, that is still outside of me. So who are you? Who perceive all these things? Where is your location? Precisely.
It was a state.
That state. Yes. Yes.
That I wanted to be in.
Yes.
First, when I saw it, I could see it within.
Yes.
The next time I saw it, when I was sitting down to see it,
Yeah.
it came outside.
Yes.
And when it was outside,
When it was outside, what was noticing it's outside?
me being in from inside, I was
Yes.
watching it.
Yes. Inside of what?
Inside myself.
Inside yourself. Yes. Yes. What is the shape of yourself?
There was no shape.
No shape. What was the size of yourself? Speak.
There's nothing.
Huh?
It didn't have a size or shape or
No
nothing.
size. No size.
Really, it didn't have any size.
Yes. And it is still the same. Yes. Yes.
Is that it?
Yes.
It did give me joy.
There is joy. Joy and it are the same thing.
Will this stay with me forever?
It depends who you are. It stays forever. Will it stay with me? Not if you separate from it. Not if you and it are different. It will not stay with you. Are you different? Then it is there forever. You are here forever.
Didn't have to work for it so hard.
No.
Really?
No. In the light of what you have seen now, what you share, do you need the other questions? No. Your husband is going to be very happy. Yes. Now these tears, I said before, these tears, normally when you cry, we are crying about some personal issues. That's why I say, for issues, we give tissues. We know that is, no? But these tears is not tears of sadness. Yes? And when these tears, you take the darshan of them. You take the darshan of these tears. Because this is not crying for the world. This is the tears of joy for finding the Lord of the world. It's in your heart, this one. Then you will laugh and you'll cry. Nobody can speak about this. It just is. You may speak about its perfume, but it, you can only be. You can only be. If you pay attention simply to the place where the seeing is arising from, there's no drama there. There's no courage needed. There's no fight. There's no battle to fight. There's nothing to give up. You see, all these are just the paintings of the mind. And you are experiencing immediately a space which previously seemed to be completely blocked. This space is here. And you feel a joy. You feel encouragement. You want more. You want to completely, in a short space of time, you wish to give everything up for this. Why? But otherwise you're looking from your mind thinking what I stand to lose and what's going to happen to me, and it's all still the person. It is all still the person. And what will happen if you keep believing the person is that you simply step away from this thinking that was a near-death experience. Wow, my God. I'm rescued from that. It is not like that. It is a joy. It is an adventure in its own way, because every moment is fresh and different and rich in a different way. But you're looking at from the place, oh, a sacrifice, I don't know where I am going, and what will happen, maybe I will not be able to be a good mother, and all of these things. Why not? You be a better mother, a divine mother, an awakened mother.
Thank you, MOOJI.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for everything. It's opening up.
It's all?
It's opening. Everything is opening up. And I don't know if I'm supposed to say it this way, but I was there yesterday. And it's so simple. It's so, what you say, it's so subtle. And I won't lose it again.
Yeah.
You can't lose it.
Yes,
it's everything.
Yeah.
And it's nothing. No, it's even more simpler than that. It's like you were here with the lady, and it's like, how much is 1 and 1? It's 2.
Yeah.
And it's even more simple than that.
Yes.
But I forgot. Could you please remind me again?
But you remember that you forgot? No? You remember that you forgot? Which brings you where then? I forgot. You're aware of forgetting and remembering.
Yes?
Something is aware of both forgetting and remembering. It needs neither of them.
Yes?
Yeah. In the play of life, the one who remembers it becomes it. The one who forgets it appears to be separated from it. But only in the dream. I said before, no? I am. Before the idea that I could forget myself or that I need to remember myself was believed. Again, I am. Before the idea that I needed to remember myself or that I could forget myself was believed. Do you understand this one? Yes. Therefore, even forgetting is just an idea. We believe we forget, and we believe we remember. And we believe it so much, we believe it into existence, and it becomes your experience. But earlier than that, purer than that, that which is remains untouched, unaffected. You have the idea that you need to remember the self or that you have forgotten the self. And this is true in the dream. Whatever you perceive to be happening, the senses and their sense objects, the mind and its functioning, the sense of time, discernment, imagination, memory, intellect, discrimination, imagery, projections, belief, disbelief, all this is phenomenal. All of this is phenomenal. All of this report to you, the perceiver of them. Without this perceiver, none of the rest can even appear or disappear, because there's nothing to bear witness to their apparent existence. I'm sorry if the words seem a bit much. It comes from total emptiness, total simplicity. In order to correct a certain misconception, it does not have to do anything for the truth. The truth needs no help. It is only being revealed.
So everything is in the dream. Everything is in the dream except one, which is in the dream too.
He is also in the dream
But
and
not
beyond
from-
the dream. He is in the dream as the one living and experiencing the dream. And he's beyond the dream as the witness of the dream. But not an interested witness. It's not like, oh, look at the dream. Oh. Not like that. Just that this dreaming occurs to it. When I asked before, are you an object? Are you a phenomenon in front of the lens of perception? Or are you behind the lens of perception? Or both?
Both. And the lens.
Then explain. You say both, and then explain.
Explain?
Yes. You are both, you say, I am also that which is in front of the lens. So I am both phenomenal as the one appearing, yeah? And the appearing one must be seen by one who perceives. So I'm also behind the lens of perception. I am both appearing in front of the lens, and I'm also perceiving from behind the lens.
Yes?
Yes. Which is the most true? The most stable?
The one looking, of course, the one observing.
Yes.
Because it's... Every time I check on it, it's just the same.
Yes.
It's not moving, it's...
Yes. You who check on it is what?
Some identity, which is
Must
quite...
it be an identity? Must it be an identity?
No. Toda. Hybrid.
Sometimes we... Huh?
Consciousness.
Yes, 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 yes.
It's a consciousness.
Yes. You know why it's happening here? Why I stop you? Because in your words, right now is coming, you are defining yourself. You see? It doesn't exist before. Right now you're making up yourself. You are actually clarifying where you are. And you can discern that. You can direct that. If you say, yes, I'm something personal, you believe that, it becomes true for you. That is the person that is observing, that it is looking
But
through
it's
the
vicious,
lens.
it's behind my head all the time, I hear it.
Yes.
It's there. The
Yes.
person is there. Mind is there. It's going to tell me, I got it.
Yeah.
And I don't want it. So it's a perceiver.
You say, I don't want it, and it is understood, naturally. I don't want that, it is understood. But immediately I hear it, the one who wants or does not want is the one with quality. If you can understand that. The one who wants or doesn't want. Yeah, it has some...
No.
But there's one who is totally unaffected. So it neither
Yes.
wants nor does not want. Who follows this point? Thank you. It is so important, you see. There is the one who, for whom it is important, you see. Like, I am doing this and I'm doing that. I don't want this. I'm really tired of the mind. No?
Okay.
And many can identify, yeah, me too, 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 me too. Okay? But there is still a subtler space whereby there's no such thing as wanting to be away from the mind or not. It's insignificant for that. Can you come to this place? Can you verify that this space is also real? It's you there. Or are you always in the foreground, being aware of something in the background, but you're not yet addressing that as yourself? You're saying, yes, it's the pure consciousness, but somehow you keep it as an abstraction. Like it's there, you know. But you see.
Can I answer, Mooji?
Yes.
The moment I recognize it, the mind is building a kind of a poster of it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And
but does it matter? For whom does it matter?
yeah, for the one who sees the poster.
Not only the one who sees, but the one who identifies and thinks that matters. Suppose the mind makes a big thing called Hollywood about it. What does it matter to you? You are not that. In fact, in a short while, you don't even notice that.
How is it pulling this trick all the time?
No, it is only a trick if you are trickable. How can something tempt you if you are not temptable? It must go together. It's pulling this trick. No, it's doing something and you get tricked. If you say the mind is tricking me, you give a tremendous power to it.
Yeah, I know.
You say, it has the power to trick me. It has the power to try. You get tricked. It's like you say to someone, you're confusing me. No, he's just speaking and you are confused. The one who tries to stay can't. After a while, he just forgets and he goes. He can't. The only way to do this is to be it. To try and stay, nobody could do it. The Buddha could not do it. Jesus cannot do it. Just stay. No, it's not that. That's what the mind is trying to do. But you have to discover it's what you are.
That's what I am, yeah.
Yes. Beyond belief, not just belief.
Being.
Let me tell you something. This body was born, let's say. But it wasn't born with a name, George, on it or something like that. Had no name. And then at some point, somebody decided to give a name. Maybe they tried a few. Call him Harry. Call him Frederick. Call him Krishna. No. George. Okay? So then the name George came. And somebody goes, hello, Georgie. Hello, George. And baby doesn't know George, doesn't know mother, doesn't know father, doesn't know doctor, doesn't know nice bedroom, doesn't know toys, doesn't know anything. Just there. George, hello George. Come to mommy, George. Okay? And then gradually, somehow, this association with the name just happens. When it happened, it's never forgotten. Doesn't matter what George does. George could be thinking about fishing. In the middle of fishing, it's catching a fish. Somebody goes, Harry! George, yeah? Okay. Did he remember he's George? Just like this, spontaneously, it's there. Was he thinking, I'm George catching this fish? I'm George. I'm not Harry. I'm not Harry. I'm George. No, he's not thinking anything. And, George, yes, just a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. He's George, okay? If he doesn't have to remember he's George, how much more does he have to remember the consciousness which causes the name George to be remembered? Without this consciousness, the name George would not be remembered. You don't have to remember the thing that you once had to remember. You can't forget it. How much more can you forget that which holds the impression of the name George, which is consciousness? The very fact that you know you exist means consciousness. Your consciousness. Other things you have to remember. Maybe for a while you have to remember because we have the concept of forgetting something. Then you may have to remember. But at some point, both remembering and forgetting goes. This is the ancient knowledge that humanity seems to have forgotten. To look again in the mirror of God. To remember your true being. To be free. All you know is intuitively, spontaneously, you know you exist and that you are perceiving. And like this, you're never out of timing. It is only important if we want to use the exercise of memory to keep remembering just a sense of being. Just a sense of being. Keep your attention only on the sense of being. It may seem oversimplistic or even naive, no? But persist. Think only and be one just with the sense of being. Whatever spare time you have, sit by yourself and bring your attention to the simple sense of being. Don't try to figure anything out. Don't have to try and figure anything out. Don't try and solve the world. Don't try to become great. Just hold on to the sense of being, the vibration, the sense I am. Just stay with it. And gradually, an intensity will develop in a very beautiful way, a very concentrated sense of being, a sense of joy and spaciousness. Just keep being the sense of being. Just keep being with it. Mind will come and say, oh, you're doing very well. Or, what's the point? There are things to do. Get real. All these things. But you just stay as a sense of being. You need not be sitting down in a room on some cushion or something in some kind of asana. You can carry on cutting your vegetables, taking care of your children, send your emails, but inwardly stay as the sense of being. At a certain point, even, the effort to stay will become lighter and lighter. At a certain point, it will require no effort. After this, it's out of your hands. Another power will come and merge even this sense of being in the Absolute. That is as simple as I need to put it in front of you. And may it be embedded in your hearts like that. I'm not going to take any more questions today. I want to leave you with this. It's enough like this. Drink deeply and be satisfied. Because the mind is going to keep pushing up more and more. But what about and what if? And what happens when? Just forget all about that. It's only a bluff, pretending or appearing to be something valuable. Just stay with the sense of being. And don't become divided. The thoughts are coming to divide you. Come over here, yes, let's go there, and so on. And to divide. But you stay only as the feeling of being. You don't have to go anywhere for the feeling of being. The fact that you know you are, this is the sense of being. This itself is the I am. It is not a person. It is not a person. It belongs to no caste. It has no religion. Just be one with it. Fall in love with it. Honor it. Acknowledge it. Be devoted to it. Be absorbed in it. That is all you need to do. The rest is totally automatic. Everything is spontaneous for you. Leave your mind alone. Of course, man will cry. Will cry. But this is one baby you don't have to pick up when it cries. Leave him alone. He's cried enough. Enough trouble. And he's not even your baby. Stay with the sense of being. Stay with the sense of being. It is always there. It is always there.